So, hi guys. So one of the things I get asked most, I guess from all my time cooking, is how to cook a steak. And really it's one of the simplest things to do, whether it be on the stove or on the barbecue. Whatever you do, don't put it under the grill, okay? The secret to cooking a steak is a really hot pan, okay, and just being brave, okay? Don't move it around too much, just follow this, okay? So we've got a really hot pan here. We're going to put just a little splash of olive oil in the bottom. Any oil will do. It's got to be smoking. Don't be scared of smoking. Then we're going to put the steak at a whatever degree
45.
angle that is. 45 degree angle. And then we're going to leave it. We're not going to move it around. We're going to season the top end of it, the top side, with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Okay, and we're just going to let it do its thing for about 3 minutes. Really hot pan, sizzling, got to keep all the flavour inside the piece of meat. This is a ribeye steak that we are going to have tonight with some crispy Korean rice and some pickled vegetables and some chili sauces. But that's not what we're showing you now. This is just purely how to cook a steak, okay? And the reason we put it in the pan like this is because we want it to match our hand, like this, your hand at an angle. I'm going to tell you why that's important in a minute, okay? In the meantime, I'm just going to crush a clove of garlic here, give it a smack with your hand. And we're going to put that in to flavour the oil when we're ready to put it in. Not too early, just right towards the end. Okay, so that's had probably a minute on that side. We're now going to pick it up and we're going to turn it 45 degrees the other angle. So when we had our hand in, we're going hand like that to hand like that. You'll see why in a minute. Give it another few seconds. Still, pan is really hot. Don't be tempted to turn it down. You might need to put the bit of extraction on. Okay, now we're going to turn it over. I like my steak rare to medium rare. Okay, now you can see why we did the hand. 1, 2, that gives us this perfect square that you'll see when you order steak in a restaurant. Just makes it look a bit more pretty. Right, now we're going to throw in our garlic. Start to flavour the oil, and then we need to season the other side of the steak. Okay, a bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Give that another minute. Take a clean plate, because one of the most important things when cooking a steak is not the cooking of the steak, it's the resting of the steak when you're done. So we're still going to get that garlic lovely and golden, get all the juices into the flavour, and again we're going to turn to the 45 degree angle. Okay, how do you know when a steak is cooked? It's one of the most difficult things, I guess, to understand what it is. I'm going to show you a very, very simple trick that I learned many, many years ago. You press this muscle here on your hand, have it fully relaxed, okay, and push it. If the steak feels the same as that muscle does there, it's rare. If you then move your finger in 1 notch, press it again, that means it feels like it's medium rare. And you move it in again, medium, medium well, and then you tense the muscle, and if the meat feels like that muscle there, then it's well done. So this one currently is about medium rare. So we're just going to give that another 30 seconds. I'm just going to tip the fat into that garlicky oil. side there. Okay, and that's it, it's done. I'm going to take it out of the pan, I'm going to put it onto a warm plate next to the stove, leave it there for 6, 7, 8 minutes until it's gone almost warm, but the meat is really rested and the colour of the blood inside will be equally dispersed throughout. Okay, and that's how you cook a steak at home like a chef. Okay, so we've rested our steak for about 5 or 6 minutes and now we're just going to cut it. It's so much nicer if you cut the steak rather than just serving it as a whole steak. Okay, you can see that colour. I said medium rare. It's equally dispersed throughout the steak. There you go. You see that? Delicious to me. Perfect.